welcome to Living in Luxury with me, Sam Palmer. Today we are in absolutely one of my favourite homes that we are listed to sell. So I am one of the listing agents on this beautiful home. We're in 721 North Bonhill Road in Brentwood, where I live, just down the road, actually very close to our old house, which was on the next street, where we were opposite LeBron James, and next door to Jim Carrey. So that's just around the corner. We sold that for a record price in 2019. But we want to talk about 721 North Bonhill, and a very short video today because I want to show you about basements. So this home, 17,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, on the market for over $40 million, brand new, was done by a very famous architect called Ingrao, and this was actually staged, even though I can't even call it staged, by a company called IMG. They're all out of New York. The developer himself is out of, developers are out of New York as well. And I want to show you something, because obviously when you get 17,000 square feet, you have it on over multiple levels. Very rarely will you ever get a home on 2 levels at 17,000 square feet because they become too wide or too big. They are out there, not in LA as much. So what you do is you get basement levels that usually have all the fun tricks in, which we're going to show you today. So things like gyms, wellness, movie theatres, wine cellars, big car garages, and this one even, which we're going to show you in a minute, is an art gallery. So come in, I want to just show you why I love this one, because usually they are subterranean. So you get very little light. I've got a basement in my own house, and it gets good light, but nothing like this. And as you'll see, the way they built this house, this is actually ground level. So this is actually where you drive in. And sorry if you can pick up a bit of feedback, there's a landscape gardeners in at the moment. So it doesn't feel like a basement. So it actually feels like you gain an extra floor on this house. Obviously, come in, you've got this amazing sitting area, which is where you'd probably watch your game, chill out. If you've got kids, they can use this more as their hangout. Then you'll see this, probably one of the best gyms you will ever go in. You can just see the detail they've gone to in this house. That everything is customed, like these doors that they've put on. Look how gorgeous, but look how easy they are to shut. So you can shut this gym up. Obviously, this is staged to sell, so we haven't got all the big equipment in here. So you can imagine you can put your weights racks or your Pilates machines, but you can also open all of these windows so you can effectively train, have the indoor-outdoor training. You've got the nice fountains out there, big mirrors, and I love how they've done the colour scheme of this for the beige. I just think it goes so well with the big wide white oak floors. As you say, like, there's not many better gyms than this. And actually, even when you go to a gym, positioned in this, wellness is huge. So I want to show you in here where what they've done is, and it's kind of weird because you don't actually, outside there, you don't think this kind of room, this size of room is here. So they've got the double massage beds, steam, sauna, and it is actually plumbed to have a cold plunge in here. Again, you could then easily put a couple of seats here to do your hair if you didn't want the massages in here. So you can change this room around, but it's so nice that literally you come out of your gym and come straight into your wellness area. Another thing to show you as well, good design technique. Obviously, sometimes you go into homes in gyms and they put the beautiful floor in all over, and it looks great when you view it, but it's not practical because the minute you drop one of these weights on the floor, it dents it. But here, they've got the rubber floor, so it doesn't scrape up the floor. And obviously, if you throw the weights down, it's going to affect it, but it keeps it nice and fresh, and it feels nice on your feet as well. Come this way a little bit. So as you say, coming down the stairs. Oh, to note in this, if you want to see a full house tour of this home, I've done it before on Living with Luxury, so just click through the videos and you'll see it on there. I've done a full tour of this. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about basements, because there's quite a big obsession. I've had a lot of people saying, Carl, can you show me a bit more of the basements and a bit more in detail? Why do people have them? People are obsessed with big homes, of what they have in them, why do they have them, do they need it? No, of course not, but it's great to have it. This staircase, which you'll see, which is the work of art in this house, was $1 million. So you very rarely get to stand on $1 million staircase. In here, movie theatre, cinema, if you're English. Got your candy stations at the back, which I really love. Projector up here. And then you probably can maybe even hear my voice has changed in here. It's all soundproof. Got the big screen up there, and obviously I'll turn the light off so then you can kind of get an idea of how it all goes when the movie's on. So that's why people like the movie theatres in their house. Now, what I will say is I think if you didn't have a gym as big as this, I am seeing more people not, when you live in big houses and you've got multiple sitting rooms, you've got one right there, a lot of people like the light. There's very few people that really love the movie theatres that have them in their own homes. It's funny, I never use mine. When I go in, I go, great, I love this room, but never ever sit in it, and it's because it's a dark room. So the kids like it a bit. The thought of it is great that we're gonna have a family night in the movies, but it doesn't, effectively when you have them, they don't, and I'm seeing more people take them out and put wellness in. There was a house that I was looking at recently that I think if I bought it, they had this amazing wellness situation, kind of, let's say there, and kind of a gym upstairs. I would have took the movie theatre out, put the gym in there, and then had the wellness, etc. after. But welcome into this part of the house, which, this was my idea actually, to make this a gallery. Such a long corridor. Basically, this is an extra space in a home that when you're coming to sell it, you don't want to make too specific because the owner, the buyer of the house will change it. Now, some people might want a bar in here, some people might want a gaming station, some people might want kids' play area, anything like that. They might want table tennis, snooker tables, all that. But as I say, everyone's different. So I love this big corridor to be an art gallery. And to be honest with you, I have to say, I would keep it like this. I think it looks fantastic. I think the stagers, IMG, done an amazing job with what they did. But usually in these big houses, you will be an art collector. And that's why there isn't the gallery style lights in this area, because it's a blank canvas. But we wanted to show it in a way that could make someone think differently. And we've done it with this in mind, because this is your wine, your temperature controlled wine room. So usually in these rooms, you just have layers and layers, racks and racks and racks for bottles of wine. When you show big houses like this, you've seen them a million times before. So we didn't want it to be like the same as every other house. They're kind of like a tick sheet now in these big houses. Has it got a movie theatre? Has it got a bar? Has it got a wine cellar? Yeah, people are not impressed by them. But having a wine controlled with a table here where you could sit down, literally, have a meeting with your friends, like a business meeting, or even have friends over, even outside, have wine and cheese while you discuss your art collection. I just thought that was such a moment for a house that I just thought that was brilliant. Like, who's seen that? Now, I haven't, and I sell these big houses, so I just thought that was really cool. And you're looking out and it's got all that beautiful light rolling in both ways. Thought it was a really good idea. Usually in these basements, they will always have spare bedroom. I always call it the worst of the best spare bedrooms. Usually there's one on the main floor and one on this floor, and then up in the loft. So here's one of, obviously, guest bedroom. And there, as I say, everyone's seen guest bedrooms, so we don't really need to think. And then this is where what I love about this house in particular. Back staircase, elevator, powder room, and then you open this, and I call this back of house staff area. So people that live in houses that are 17,000 square feet will definitely have staff. They'll have housekeepers, they'll have drivers, they might have security, they might have house managers, PAs, chefs. Where do you put all these people? They've got to have break times, they've got to do everything. This has got the laundry. Again, you've already got a laundry upstairs. Now, so you might not need 2 laundries, but I like the laundry away from the house. So you're not hearing washing machines all day. Now with that door shut, that does exactly that. The staff then can enter the house in here, up that back staircase and do their chores. There's another bedroom in here. Now this could be a nanny's room. It could also be a staff breakout area. You could change this room. It has got kind of a little kitchenette over there. bathroom, so somewhere for your stuff that they can use the toilet, etc. And it's things that a lot of developers don't think of when doing these homes. Or you might keep it just to spare bedrooms, etc. But it's nice that it's got the ability to be able to be changed. Lastly, you'll hear my voice change. We are in the car garage. So look at, to give you an idea of price per square foot that was spent on this house. Usually a lot of people would have changed this and just left it as drywall. They haven't. They've put in the big turntable so you can put your car in, straight back out. You've got like an entrance and an exit gate. Here, on the corner here, you have the security room. So your security guard can sit here, be straight out there if there's any problems. They even put in here their own bathroom, which is down here. Storage as well, and own bathroom in there, which is big rooms. And obviously you've got the AV in here as well. So this is where your security would sit and monitor who's coming in and out. That's it. That's all we've got time for. I wanted to show you it because I think it's one of the best basements in the world. I'm sure you'll agree. If you've got a better one and you want me to come and see it, let me know. Thank you very much. Hit subscribe. Please comment. Let me know what you think. See you soon.